Yeah.
And all right, well, I am 17 years old, and the first time when I found the red pill content, which was maybe you remember the video like 9 to 10, something like that, like about the 19% of the women and to the 1% men and everything like that.
Oh, the 90-10 rule.
Yeah, the 1910
Okay.
rule. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was living almost my whole life with a single motherhood,
Mm.
and well, yeah, and I will be honest, my mom was abusive. I don't know how about now because I have left, but basically, yeah, I was living in a, I was a blue pill. I can't say I was a simp, but I was a blue pill, and simping kind of. I ain't saying that it's good, but it actually started something which is now still growing. Like when you're so simping for the girl so hard that you have to overcome your fears to talk with her. Well,
Mhm.
basically, the first time overcoming, and that was when I said bye bye to the simping. All right. So basically, my story starts when the first Corona wave hits in my country, and the shit goes wild. Like everyone's stressed out, shops are full of people, and everyone's going crazy, like buying all of the stuff and everything like that. Well, everyone was stressed out, but I was like, well, I was an introvert at that moment at the time, and I was actually happy. Like no more like school, like not going to school and learning from home and just sitting in my room and enjoying my time and everything like that. But oh boy, how wrong I was. Two weeks into the quarantine, I I can't say I got depressed, but I was really sad. I didn't had no mood and everything, and like all the yelling with mom, like this like well 10 years of being humiliated by mom and everything like that just builds up, and until one moment. Well, yeah, the first video which I saw was the 19 to 10 rule. And after that, something sparkled in me, like something like, I don't know. I just became more aware, and I started like, you know what? No, enough. Like, my mom doesn't have any voice over me, like, anymore. She's
Mhm.
been abusive enough. And basically, I was still in my room, but I was, well, actually a bit happier because, well, I saw that I have opportunities, I have become less scared and everything like that, but I still was under her control. Like I wasn't fully to the red pill side. I was still a lot of blue pill, and I can't say that I'm full red pill now, but I'm still learning. And basically one day I had an argument with her where I asked, and she was like, why are you sitting in your room all day and everything like that, blah blah blah. As I already told her, like like all the yelling, sometimes it gets you and gets it's so much shit that you just say like, no, fuck it. I will be sitting in my room and I will go out when it's silent and it's all good in house. And that argument got so heated that she just came and took the laptop, which I was like, the kind of freedom, like enjoying playing games, like all the stuff. And she just said, fuck it. I'm taking your computer. You don't have the you will use the computer when it's school only, like for some hours and no free time, like always. But at that moment, when she took the computer, of course, I was a bit scared. Of course, like the blue pill stuff, I was like, no, 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 I will be good again and everything like that. But then at that moment, I was like, you know what? No, take it. I don't care. It's your computer, and I don't care. Take it. And she obviously took it. But then she tried to take my fucking phone, which of course didn't end well because the phone I worked hard enough to buy that phone, and the last phone she destroyed. So I was like, no, my phone is my um like it is thing which I with my own blood and the sweat I work for it. Even if it's cheap, it's my own phone, and I'm not letting go so easily. And well, she was kind of like, okay, yeah, well, okay, it's your phone. She lost on that one, but she still she still thought that she had the control over me. So as time passes, I watch your stuff content. Like I see the human, like the
Yeah.
channel, and then the Battle Bachelor. Like it suddenly off like popped up and recommended on YouTube. It was like one day, like I was just sitting in the YouTube depressed, and I see your video, and life becomes like happier, a bit more like self-scared. So, and then one day, um, it was I had I don't know remember like the details. It's not that important, but had big argument. And oh yeah, I forgot to tell. Sorry, I'm like a bit stressed out, and I'm like just jumping over things and everything like that. But I'm the biggest child in the family. I have two brothers and three sisters. Like all of them are younger than me. Like of course the sisters are doing better because like they're women and mom and and I have two younger brothers, which I'm kind of a bit stressed out because like knowing the hardships which life suddenly gives you, they won't be prepared for it. Like for the how bad women's are in these days.
Mhm.
I have experienced it sadly on myself, and I'm happy that I opened my eyes at the moment when I had to do it. And yeah, and I have a blue pilled stepdad, and you might know how bad it went when I was starting to fight against mom. When I
Oh, it's the
was
worst.
when I was taking the red pill. You might you know. All right, and then one day, um, as I was at that day, I woke up like giving no shit, like no shit at all. I was just like, no, fuck it. Like I am going to arguments full and everything like that. But I'm still trying to save something, like my brother sisters doesn't have to see this bullshit anymore and everything like that. But of course, it went straight to hell. I First time I ran away from home, and that's the best thing which I have done. Like actually, under the fear, I ran because like blue pill. Well, stepfather, he's a bit more bulky than me and everything like that. Like you know, I didn't want to risk it that he would like do something physical, even if cops would show up. But still, they wouldn't have time. So well, I ran, and then the summer came. I was living at my grandma's place, which is from mom's side. Of course, everyone's stressed out about what happened, everything like that, and that bit me. That all of that what happened, the running away, it's still like PTSD, like giving me still in these days. But I'm kind of managing it, and you know. Well, everyone's stressed out and everything. Like asks, "Are you okay?" and everything like that. But everyone, of course, knows that I'm not okay. As they see, I ain't eating, I ain't talking, I am just completely like locked up. But then, well, I started having arguments with my grandmother. Well, of course, I was then having more red pill content as I was free. I had PC and I was just more watching more. So, and one day, I we both had an argument so much that she was tired of me. Well, because like she is a good woman, but still, like there's still like those red flags. Which if I was a mature boy and I was seeing the girl, I would be like, no, fuck it, I'm out.
What are those red flags?
Well, like let's say it like that, the way when she does something wrong and you point it out, she's like, oh, I'm always the bad one and I always do the good for you only and everything like that. Like 100% bad or 100% good. Like there's no like, yeah, I understand and everything like that. It still goes, but like lesser, like. And one of the red flags is that like she sometimes, you think you have privacy, but at the same time you don't. Like just so checking up, like it just gets tiring. And then when like she's telling, well, yeah, of course, not sleeping at nights, it's bad. But after 10 times, and you have told her that, yeah, it's okay. Like I'm staying at night, I'm having fun, and I'm still, I don't have school and everything. But she's like, no, you don't have to. You will live your life wrong, and like just pushing how you have to live your life by her means, like how she thinks life is meant to be lived. And well, then I go to the of course like dad's sides, grandparents and everything like that. Well, everything works out, and at the first time of my life I felt the freedom. Like the red pill was kind of like the gun which I no like the key to the door of call with the name freedom, like the feeling of freedom. I met new people. I was just like, I didn't care about corona, of course, like safety and everything like that. But as I watched more red pill, I grow a bit, a bit more out of the box. And then yeah, of course, at the one moment the summer ended, the school was back on, and I had to sadly, which I oh okay, so basically like summer ended, and I had two options. to leave the house. Like, I had to go back to the mom's house, which I didn't want to, because I made promise to myself that I won't go back into that prison. So, well, because of everyone was exhausted, like my grandparents, dad, but mom didn't give a shit. She never did. She even tried to call cops on my friend when she was talking, like, why did I change? What did he did to me? But she didn't understand. I changed because of her, and I changed for myself. But
Mhm.
she still doesn't understand that. So, well, of course, I went back to home. Like the promises which my stepdad gave, like everything is better, like like shit is gooder. And actually, it kind of was for 2 weeks. It was better for 2 weeks when I tasted the freedom, the sense of freedom, and my mom didn't like it, that she didn't have no control over me. I was going out with my friends. I was hanging out. Like, yeah, I drank some alcohol too, which was the best moments of my life, just hanging out with friends. And of course, nothing so much to involve cops and like breaking the law, but still fun. Um, then one day, um, I don't remember what actually happened, but I had a big, like a serious argument with my mom where I was automatically I protected myself. Like, she tried to push me, and she was so abusive that I automatically like just did it, like, nope. And I pushed her away, like without any strength to do anything. And then at at that moment, I realized that I watched one of your videos where the friend, where's the camera, and friend catches how her girlfriend is cheating with her friend, like just sleeping, and she calls the cops and says that he's abusing her, but he has the camera on.
Yeah, the bodybuilder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the moment when I need to so calm down. I had a lot of, like, anger. No, not like anger, but I was like so much adrenaline that I had to, like, I'll be a whole day away from home. And then when I came back, I kind of like remember that without any kind of evidence, men are weak. Like, basically, men are weak. So first thing which I did, I took my phone, I put it on voice record, and I went in. And yeah, my mom was out, and my stepfather was out too. And he just fucking attacked me. Not like physically, but he just like said, why are you hurting your mom and everything like that? Like, she has bruises on her hand. And I was like, whoa. Like, I didn't do anything so goddamn hard to make her bruises on her hand. But I already like knew where this is going. Yeah, I had some life threatening, like life threats and everything like that. But at that moment, I was like, just remember, like, all the red pill content which I have watched from your channel and everything like that. It just kind of like rushed through my head, like every single topic which I have talked to, and I saw that. I just saw that in my face, like about the blue pill man and the girls which are just using men, like the, I don't know, sluts, let's call them that, and just those who like think that you are tools. So at that moment, I realized that they both think that I'm all the wrong in their lives, which, like you are the wrong one of everything is shit because of you and everything like that. Of course, I tried to tell them I was that wasn't the case, that they are wrong at some point. Sorry, I'm a bit too stressed out, and this kind of sometimes happens. But yeah, all right. So back to the story. Um, and then I realized that not I can't change any, like, I can't change them, like I can't change people. Like, this was the first time, and that actually hit me, that I can't change what I hope that I can change for greater good for everyone. Like, but then I was like, all right, I'm the all what's wrong with me. Yeah, I agree to that, and I'm the one who's all faulty. But I did that because I was tired of the talk, like 2 hours just sitting, like just going in the circle. And I was like, all right, fuck it. But then I made the second decision, greatest decision in my life. I was just full of adrenaline, but some kind of way I was already taught myself how to be calm, even in the stressful situations. So I was like, you know what? This is enough. I did the wrong thing going back to home, and everything which I have seen, I have learned, and I've experienced myself shows that everything's not going to be better. It's only going to get worse. So can you imagine what I chose to do?
Like you left again.
Yeah, I just I but now I was ready to leave. At first time I ran away like without any things with me, but now I was like, you know what, fuck it. It was 12, it was midnight. I was still scared and I was stressed out, but the decision which I was making, because like leaving brothers and sisters and this crap and dog and cat which I care about and everything like that. But at that moment I realized I have to save myself first.
Hmm.
So then, well, I packed my clothes, packed my all the stuff in bags. Like bags are heavy. Four bags, and they were heavy, but it still was worth it. The pain which my back got from that day when I moved out, it was still worth it because well, this was one of the first times. No, not like one of the first times, but one of the serious times when I said, no, fuck it. This is I have to deal with this. Like how I can deal with it, and nothing will change unless I change it. So yeah, now I'm living with the grandma's place. Of course, like she has changed a little bit, but still all of the like everyone has their own like issues, but she's a great caring woman. Like she's at least not like my mother. Like she kind of like is a bit more. She has a bit of red pill, but still not enough to have the potential. But all right, well, so now some time passes, and I think like I was watching Red Pill kind of like crazy, and I was like just happy with my life. And then one moment, like the when the Red Pill rage goes off, it just wears off,
Hmm.
and I became just I became sad. I was like, just well, what actually happened? Like like just rethinking if I did the right thing and everything like that. But still, something in my head said, you did the right thing. Yeah, it's going to be hard, but you have to still move on. And well, right now I'm currently I just said like like yeah, the past is hurting, and all of this stuff is still like bothering me. It just haunts like something you just want to like throw away. You have done everything that you could, like deleted all of the contacts and everything like that, but it's still like into dreams in your mind that just that has destroyed you so much that you rebuild yourself, but it's still there. So, well, now the reasonable thing which I thought would be do well, like use the law against my mom, like call the social support and everything like that. And now I am under a new phase where I'm now realizing that I might, if I don't do this right, I might fail because my mom is good at lying. Like, oh boy, she is like the social department woman just said that all of this mess was just because of the computer. I was like, just what? I was just kind of that's some crazy thing which you'll believe. And well, yeah, and I will be honest, like being a red pill, I do have sensed some flaws, but at the same time, like as you have seen in comments and everything like that, like well, my name is Big Papa 123. Like and at some moments I do, and the most thing which I have like seen in this red pill thing, which some guys might be scared of, is that like the sorry, the truth is painful, but the truth is better than lies. It is way better. And when I realized this has helped me in life so much. Like in the past year, when I saw your one video, it has changed my life completely. I am like always, like all the boys are like, like you ain't that and you ain't that and everything like that. You at one moment, like what? It is kind of funny that you tell me I'm not that and I'm that, even if you don't know my backstory of the life. Like they all like say, oh no, life is easy and all getting the girls. Like, yeah, they are getting the girls, and some of them are simps. I will be honest, like those guys which are like cool and everything like that, but I do see simps in them because what they're ready to do. And like being a red pill and getting the knowledge and realizing how the world is dark, but at the same time you're true to yourself, and there are actually other men and women, as I have seen, like some women are getting the red pill too. It is kind of like relieving that world is a dark place, but you are not alone. And the red pill is, well, it was kind of for me like the savior. Like it actually saved me because all of this, like like sometimes you feel like so depressed and like sad and no emotions, that you think like, no, world is so shitty and you're ready to give up. But this red pill kind of like, always, you can't give up. Even if I'm sad, I'm depressed, and yeah, and now I am finding some kind of sense of sadness, which I haven't slept well and I haven't eaten well, but still there's this one like phrase in my head that is, just keep fighting. It's all worth it. You will see.
Mhm.
You have to move out of your grandma's house. You have to start alone. Like, you have to live alone. And well, and honestly, I do appreciate that the content that you make, it helps even from not even the teenagers. Like, I wish I could have met more teenagers which have the same problems with me, like, and everything like that. But you know, still, you sadly can't help anyone. Some of them are so into the blue pill that you can't save them. But then you have to understand, you have to move on, and it just, yeah, it's sad that your best friends are blue pilled, but then you're like, yeah, it's sad, but then see you.
It's best to just let them see how well your life is doing and how much you've changed. That's the only way that they'll be interested in what's changed with you. You have to be the example for your friends. But then even then, a lot of times friends just still they don't want to. It's
Yeah,
a difficult lifestyle, to be honest. But it pays off in the end, in my opinion, and you know the truth.
yeah, like, the truth, it just hit me like a truck. It just hit me, yeah, but I was happy.
Yeah.
And I have actually, like the red pill. Well, I don't know, like, I have started to ask more like questions of why. In the school, like, I have seen that some teachers don't like it, but some teachers are just, okay, well, actually, I am really surprised that you are so aware. Even I wasn't that aware.
Hmm.
But like, I ain't saying that that's a good thing. And yeah, I will be honest, like, the truth, to see the truth, you have to see a really dark path. No, like, you don't see any light at all. Like, just for a whole life you haven't seen anything but just darkness. Everything is just bad. Of course, some happy moments happen, but like, those happy moments are just so small at the comparison to the dark moments in life, that it just breaks you inside. But it's and yeah, and sadly, some of are stuck in those sad the darkness and everything like that.
Hmm.
But like, that's why we have internet. And I'm actually happy that at some moments, like, you just like, your brain just goes into, you know what, I have lost enough, I don't care about anything, I have nothing to lose. Of
Hmm.
course, it has the both set of effects, like, nothing to lose, it just can cause some bad things to happen. But at the same time, it can awaken something more into you, like, you're not afraid anymore of the consequences. You don't, it's like, basically, you don't care that you will die, but at the same time, you have achieved the not being afraid of those who are just making your life more miserable.
Hmm.
And yeah, well, this was the like, kind of a quick run of how the red pill has changed my life in one whole year. And I was just like, looking back like, I was when I was starting the 10th grade, and like now, I'm just surprised like how fast actually changes can happen, and how fast
Hmm.
people can change because of the right, well, when the right thing happens to them. Well, not the right thing, but, well, it's bad thing, but just when the hope, when the bit of light of hope is just up there. And well, yeah, like, now at this moment, maybe you have some questions, like, I would be happy to answer them.
Yeah.
And all right.
So you said your mother was verbally abusive, or was she physically as well?
Yeah, both of them, but the
Oh,
the physical ended when I was growing older,
sorry
but
about
still the scars were there.
that. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
No, it's okay. Like, right now, I'm actually happy about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you feel like any of that abuse was because maybe you resembled your father and she had some past?
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, you're just like your father, and you'll never keep your promise and everything like that. You'll just be like your father and everything like that. But I will be honest, my father is doing great. Yeah, he fucked up. yeah, he fucked up, and he realized how he fucked up, but he was happy that he left mom, but he was sad that he had to leave us because, you know, sadly the rule in Latvia was the same. Like my dad said, those who have boobs and the down part, which is not like the mental like man genitals, those win the court, and that what happened. Yeah, and well, it was just abuse after abuse after abuse, and I kind of, I don't know, I don't understand how, but I still kept the smile on my face, and I was just like, yeah, shit is bad, but I still have to keep smiling. But at the one moment, it's just like the smile disappeared.
Mm, mm.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
probably thought that um, tolerating that from your mom was normal, I'm sure, before you found red pill content.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was well, yeah, I was just like tolerating it because like just the mom said you know like you have to be the good boy for the girls and everything like that. But that backfired me with one girl, and well,
You want to share it?
yeah, yeah, it sure did actually.
All right.
But like I can't say that I ain't happy that I didn't that relationship with that girl ended. I'm actually happy that it did end because you know like when I saw the more red pill content, I was just like she's full of red flags, and the beginning was all wrong. So I must just say like sayonara, and I'm out. Yeah.
What were some of the red flags?
Like talking back at the other people, like when
Uh,
Jesus like gossips about other people,
mhm.
and I was actually sad when I first realized that she gossips. Like like first time you have the blue, like the I don't know how it's called, like in the Latvia, like how they use it, the pink glasses. Like like all this rainbow, she's perfect and everything like that. But once you but once you start seeing the bad stuff, it just combines.
Mhm.
And the second red flag was that she has social media, and she yeah, and like it was just constantly like, nah, she has social media and I don't care about anything less. The next one was she was just blind to the how actually things work. Like she thought that other people are stupid, that they don't believe in the LGBTQ, like all of the crap was which was happening in
Oh
America.
no,
Yeah,
she was like a feminist, like a liberal.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Well, yeah, like I will say like she had some dark past too, but I don't think that she has. Well, I mean, I was just like one of those blue pill guys, which is like the like girl can come and cry on the shoulder and feel better, but she still doesn't like you. Like she just uses you. But like I was already awake to that, and yeah,
yeah.
like
And then I'm sure. I mean, what were some of the things your mom taught you growing up about like being a nice guy?
uh, that the woman has the last word, like she's that
Mhm.
you can't win an
He's
argument
final
against women.
authority. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, that you have to do everything with her for her, like for the girl you have to do everything, like if you aren't if you didn't achieve the boyfriend title, then you have to be her best friend, like the shoulder to cry on and everything like that.
Oh boy.
And yeah,
uh,
yeah,
Setting you up for failure. Same thing happened to me though. I mean, it's cringy. Like looking back. And,
yeah,
uh,
but
uh,
yeah, it's just like how, but now you might realize why am I actually afraid of my brother, like my younger brothers, because I don't think that she will learn from the situation. Like she won't. I just have tried so many times that I have actually like found her weaknesses and realized that what kind of person she really is. And you know
mhm.
with all of that, like with all of darkness, you actually like learn some much more useful things than which are taught in the school. Like all of the math or how to deal with actually breaking down and how to pull yourself back from the bullshit.
Mhm.
Yeah. And well, I don't know. Well, if do you have any more questions?
Yeah, just
All right.
what are you looking to do? Do you have more of a clear understanding of your purpose now that you have like some red pill content and more direction in life?
Yeah, I have actually like since I have thought about it, and well, like I'm actually like kind of realizing that I'm good with telling with other persons, like I have a dark history and I can actually help. I do understand how people feel.
Mm,
And at the same time, like watching your content and everything like that, I feel like something is just not right with those both of those things, like being the actual I don't know how to call it, but like the person who talks with other people when they have really bad moments in life and they actually like help them.
mhm.
And but at the same time, I have realized that, well, like the being crying shoulder on the girls, and yeah, and then I was like, I think that right now I will use all my power which I have to help others, like, and yeah, I will be honest, I think that I will still help the girls, like when they are have bad times, but like listen, I now I have gone through some, like when you're helping, you are experiencing more money things, and I was like, there's this one moment which you have to realize that the person doesn't want to change. When you say them actually what to do, you say that you have been through it yourself, and they're like, oh yeah, you have really dark past, you do understand me and everything like that. But at the moment when you hear like the many excuses they make to not to do things, it's just like, you know what, hey, I told you what to do, and it's your choice. I ain't forcing you to it. I just gave you the advices, and I ain't here to hear which like all the stuff which you'll say, like which you won't do it because of that.
Mhm.
And well, currently I think, well, like moving out and starting my life, like the real actual freedom, much of course, like the freedom, the word itself, it's not the freedom itself, which is in nowadays, but like being happy with myself, and well, going the lone wolf path in the life, like being not it doesn't mean that I won't be talking to people like that, but in each everyday life, I I have shown myself, and I have actually managing the doing the lone wolf thing, like being like finding happiness with myself, making the good moments
Mhm.
with myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, and the red pill Canada is the was the key to the door called freedom.
Yep. I always say you can show people the red pill, but you can't force them to take it.
Yeah, yeah. And like I said, I have tried to like, like there's a like best friend from childhood. he
Mhm.
he has met his girl, and when he told me how he did how he did like end up with a girl, I was just like, dude, the beginning was like fucked up. It just you were simping. She showed you so many times that she didn't care about you and everything, but just still went and did it. And then one moment she was just like he told me, oh, I didn't know it, that how deep you can talk about these topics and everything like that. And now I'm like, but you are going to have a dark path in the life if that girl is just like how many girls are. And well, I'm actually like kind of worried about him because, like, well, of course, like he's growing older and everything like that. And he's spending more time with the girl, like, like i'm I'm still hoping that the girl is just like actually genuinely good woman, as he has telling me. But still, all of the red flags which had been shown me, like which he told me, and which the red flags which about her, I was just like, well, buddy, I have told you what I think. I know what you think. You are still saying that no, like all the things going to be good and everything like that. Well, I just said, you know what? Good luck. We still are going to be friends, but when the shit goes down, I will be just like, hey, I can't help you anymore. I just told you, like, this is going to happen. Of
Yeah.
course, I do hope that that doesn't happen. But some of the events which he told me are just showing me that one day she will lose interest in the boy who can talk about his feelings good.
What are some of the red flags that you saw in her?
Well, the first red flag was that she already showed my friend that she wasn't interested in him.
Oh,
Like
he
the
pursued her after.
yeah, he still went after her even when she actually told him that she doesn't have any feelings for him. he still pursued him, and that was the one big red flag.
Hmm.
The second red flag is that I have like she has grown to like be the daddy girl, which like daddy provides everything. Like she just like everything's cost about money and everything like that. And like I don't know, like there are so many red flags that it's just all bunched up with that. Like my boy is not going to be happy with her when he grows older and he earns money, and he will realize that the daddy, like her daddy, won't pay any more. Like because the dad has realized that you know what, she has found a boy who can provide her all the money and nothing more needed.
That's a good point you make there. I think a lot of girls grow up and they're so pampered and they're treated like princesses by their fathers
Yeah,
that when they get with a man, especially a beta male or a blue pill guy that doesn't understand this stuff we're talking about, he's just like he's going to end up taking that role of being the beta male provider and taking on the responsibility of treating her like a princess, pampering her, like taking her out to eat, taking her, getting her fancy things, and
yeah,
like that's a lot of guys don't realize that they're just setting themselves up to be in financial crisis the rest of their life with a lot of these women with such high expectations because they were princesses when they were younger. And it's just like, yikes, I see it all the time too. And Valentine's Day is coming up, so good luck to him.
well, that's that. Be just like, nah. Hey, I'm happy with myself. I'm going to hang out with my boys, drink something, and just
Yeah,
hang out in Discord.
so much better. No stress, just peace, man.
Yeah, I just totally agree. Like I have this one friend which like he was trying so hard to get with girls. Like he's good looking, he's buffed up and everything. But the girls like he ended the relationships and he got hurt. Like not the girls. Like he got hurt. Like he isn't the dumb one, but he's still like he's kind of a simp. And then like I I kind of I kind of like woke his eyes up that like look, I'm doing bad too. I have tried with one girl which I really liked, but I realized how the beginning was like just simping, and it doesn't work if you have to simp. And I was like, you know what, like see, like we are guys, and we have so much of potential and freedom. Like just like look at me, I'm enjoying my life at the fullest. Like no girls, no bullshit and everything like that, like all the time for myself. I can analyze each situation on my own. I can go hang out with boys without any, like without worrying that my girl might cheat on me and everything like that. Like yeah, I might say that I have trust issues, but not so big when it comes to friendship, friends and everything like that. And well, I'm just hoping that all my friends will like just realize that the things I have told them, that they actually are happening in true. And well, I have experienced most of them myself, and I know how hard that might be the first time, like first time hearing all of the things that girls are bad and your blue pill, it just mentally destroys you.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I have experienced that myself, and I do know how to build up yourself. Like again, like all the
Hmm.
buddies and everything, like friends, and yeah, world is a shitty place. It doesn't care about you, but that's why you have one life to prove others that you can actually do the things that you like, that you don't have to be controlled by the society, how it has decided to the real things. Like in America now, like all the laws are being passed and everything like that. It just, to me, it's just like, why? Why is it killing itself? Why? It just purposely shooting itself all the time.
Yeah, I think it's just we've given way too much power away as men. And
Yeah,
just like the same thing that happens in a relationship, you slowly start, if you're not up on red pill knowledge all the time and you're not constantly reminding yourself and working on certain things, you can easily get taken advantage of and slowly
yeah,
start to give away your power in that relationship. With the same thing happening in this country, and we've just been giving power away to females and promoting them to higher positions, and then slowly but surely, man, like now they have more power and much more authority, the most authority they've ever had in the history of this world.
yeah. Like I, well, I will be honest. I do, I do support the true feminists. Like the true, which are like the like being about the child abuse and everything like that. I do trust. I am with that. Like, you know, like all the bad things that are happening. Like literally in some countries, girls can be raped and no one gives a shit. I'm full about the truth.
Mhm.
But like what I'm seeing right now, and what sadly was in the girl which I liked, which I realized as happily I was her friend, that I friend zoned myself at second time, and she took, like, basically I told her that she likes that I like her. She just said no, you know, like we are just friends and everything like that. But and the second time when she told me that she likes me suddenly likes me, I was just like, nah, hey, we promised each other we are going to be friends and nothing more, just only friends. And then I just realized that she's one of those girls which just think that all the world is bad, everyone is dumb except them. And I
Mm,
was just like, I have avoided another fucking bullet, another headshot which could have made me more sadder.
mhm.
But I managed to avoid that bullet to protect myself because of red pill content. And it is actually strange how young I am, but how wise I am to the comparing to many other men, which I have talked to them, and they're just like, I do have feeling that I ain't talking to a teenager. I'm talking to a full grown man who has experienced life. And I will be honest, I have experienced what the worst of the childhood can actually give to you. Of course, there are worse things with people, but each scenario is for their own people. And it just it's just like, well, it is really sad to see how men have, like, how the majority of men have given their power, like how the things have turned out. Like, I will be honest, yeah, like having a great woman, it was my dream, and still kind of is a little bit, like, you know, like the dreaming of marrying the girl, which isn't perfect, but, you know, like, she's just like a teammate, like she can build you up. And like, but I have realized that seeing how society is broken down, and like all the shit is happening in America is sadly affecting other world countries. It's like, sadly, it is just see how one country, it basically it sorry
It trickles
um
down.
yeah, it just like just one bomb, and everything goes off. Like just you thought that, okay, one explosion, one place, but now everything just goes down the hill. And it's
Mhm.
just like, god damn it, why?
And unfortunately, we are in control of the media for the most part. So everyone's affected, like you said. Like, it's in the movies, it's on the all the social
Yeah,
media influencers. They're from America for the most part. They come here and they just promote their crazy ideologies, and a lot of them are simps or feminists. So
yeah.
it's bad, man.
It is like, well, like just seeing how many things that you like are just going to be destroyed one day, because it was many men believed one woman. There was this law passed in the Europe, which is now going to be activated, like the Article 13. Maybe you have heard of it. Like, just mass copy strike. Like, it just like, there was this meme which, like, this video isn't available in your country, like blocked in this country. This content is blocked in your country. When I looked up who made that decision, it
Mhm.
was one woman who said she didn't like how everything was copied, like everything was just copied, right? And everyone is just playing games and everything like that. And and I- and and the craziest thing was that, you know how many people went and make protests. Sorry, I couldn't, like, say it right, but there were so many angry people. It was just like hundred thousands of them, just angry in the streets, like just going nuts. And I was actually too, when I realized that it actually happened. And none of them still didn't give a shit that there were so many people outside, that the word internet, which is like actually freedom, is now, you will have to pay for the all of the for the for the mature content. You will have to pay the subscriptions, gaming subscriptions, YouTube subscriptions, because that is adventure only school. But at this moment, I have come to that school. Yeah, it is interesting, all of the science and the physics and all of that. And I do love when you realize that the most complicated math, it is actually way, like less complicated than a woman. It just it just blew my mind how science can be easy, how easy it is, like compared to a woman. It's
Hmm.
just like a minefield, like playing the mind game on the computer, and you're just like stressed out which one is that, and
Well,
each move.
the woman is 24/7, while whereas a figuring out a math problem, a very difficult one, would take you maybe like 30 minutes at most, and
Yeah,
then you're done. The
yeah,
woman's all the time, and it's constantly you're wondering if she's when she's not even near. You're not worried about the math problem when you're eating with friends or whatever,
yeah,
but you're worried about the woman. So it's like it's a constant. It's a nonstop thing. Like
yeah,
time you're not, you don't have to be on your p's and q's around a woman is when you're asleep. It's
yeah.
like that's it, and then when you wake up it's like, okay, game face back on, gotta maintain frame, da, da, da.
Hey,
Like,
oh, wait, sorry, continue.
no, that was all I wanted to say. Yeah.
Well, there are this type of girls which are more like, they are sadly becoming more like that. I had a dream where you cheated on me, like in a dream. How dare you? It's just like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah, or I heard you say some other girl's name in your dream like last night. Who was that?
what
That
what what the fuck is that bullshit? I okay, I will be honest, like, sorry about the all the swearing words, and I hope that when you upload this video you will like just like use the beep on them
yeah,
because,
yeah, we'll
well,
edit it out. I'm gonna put the uncensored version on Patreon.
yeah, yeah, and like this actually like gets me when how many young boys, like, like the relationships break, like now they're just deteriorating, the woman, like the breaking ups, like right and left, like just a woman has been with a man with 20 years, like she still like just decides, what, no, I don't care about you, I slept with another guy, you were a really great guy, and but I don't care about you anymore. Like, it just breaks my mind how things are turned, and well, but at the same time, like being the one who sees all of this, not being into that situation, I'm like, what, it is not worth it. Like the girlfriends and everything like that. Nah, I'm actually better off just riding my favorite car in the sunset and just driving on the road. Like, it's just, and listening to the favorite music and watching sunset with your bros and drinking a beer. It is way better than the woman.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, like I have seen that there's this one problem with the red pill content though, like, and the how girls are getting up, like there are these many guys, when you're all around like this, like one sort of a circle, it just acts, it's like, sadly, at one moment it just breaks, it gets in your head, like you start thinking about it, like you are still getting not getting laid and everything like that, and the thing is, which I realized, I don't know if I can say this, but of course, like, I just I kind of cracked the code of for a man who is a red pill man, has decided to be a lone wolf, like to be happy. The friendship with the guys is just perfect. It's just like what the girl can provide you, like the same. You don't need a girl. Less bullshit with the friends. You go hang out and everything like that. Money, you work and everything like that. Your money is your money. And the last thing about the virginity and everything like that, you know, this is what I don't like, what I don't say all the time, but if you are so thirsty, like so goddamn thirsty, just get a like high quality hoe, like just get for one that moment, like to feel how it is, like just get the hoe, and then think if if you still are thirsty for the pussy, let's say it like that, because the hoe, you pay her, she does her job, no kind of other things, she does her job, you're happy, like she got her money, and all is gone. But with the girl, it's just like like solving really really hard mathematic problem, but you realize that the end is zero, like
Mhm.
just there is no ending to it, it's just like basically all you still continues.
And the average girl is basically what you were saying, a hoe. I mean, she's going to just extend that period of time to movies and dates and dinners and clothes and shoes and all these different things. So you're technically still paying for access to her body and one way or another. But with what you were saying, once you get it out of your system, like you said, I mean, you can go a long period of time as a guy where you're just like, okay, like whatever, like I got it out of my system and it wasn't
Yeah,
really that. And then I don't have to constantly be passing all her tests. I don't have to be jumping through all her little loopholes. I don't have to be there
yeah,
for her emotionally and think about how that made her feel and this made her feel and blah blah blah, all these different things. So yeah, man, I agree 100%.
yeah. Like, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. There were so many things on my mind about the red pill, which I want to talk with another red pill man because sadly, like of course, my dad is a red pill guy too, but still, like he's stuck. Like he's just one of those red pill guys which learn how their mistakes are, but now they are sadly living the sad life.
Mm,
And yeah, like he once told me like the best advice which I could have gotten for my when I was 15 years old. It was, if you want a girl, like serious relationship, firstly get a well-paid job, like stable job, like you are able to provide everything for yourself, your own house, your own house in the papers, like all the shit is yours. And then you can think, if you really want a girl, like if you really want a girl, but you have to think about it for weeks if you really want it. But you can start thinking about it when all the shit is yours, nothing is divided between the girl and you. Because let's be honest, like a girl can take everything from you, like just like that, and everything is gone. And you even might end up in the jail without not even doing anything.
yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
wise word. That's good advice right there.
yeah.
So you
And
said your stepdad is he's blue pill though, obviously.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, my dad, my dad, which like gave the like well, basically my dad and my mom are separated for a long period of time, like already, like it's all my life they are just broken up. But like my dad has, like, he awoke his eyes in a different way, but I can call it a red pill man, which is like red pill, but he still has to live with the consequences of being blue pill, let's say it like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, sadly, once I had anger from my stepdad when he was like just when he didn't realize all of that, which is going in front of him, that the mom allowed him to do everything, like to do the bad stuff, and like on my brothers and myself, like verbally abusing everything like that. But then at one moment it just hit me. I shouldn't be mad about him. I actually should be sad about him. That he lets my mom like just toss him around, like just
Your
yeah,
stepdad does?
yeah,
Yeah. Does he have any kids of his own before he
yeah,
oh,
yeah, 2 kids. And I'm honest, they are spoiled already. They're spoiled already.
mm,
And I am actually scared what could happen in the school when my youngest sister decides that she didn't like what teacher said. And oh boy.
yeah.
Man,
I have a little sister too. That's my fear. And
yeah,
it's just
well,
bad. It's bad, like having, especially girls, in a house with a blue pill simp man, because you just know that for the most part, she's going to be raised up the wrong way, and she's going to eventually probably go down a hoish path,
yeah.
honestly, in today's society. It's promoted. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, let's be honest. Like the girls, like you said in one of your video, they have all the coins, like they just gonna toss them around and everything is free for them. But I'm actually like more scared than afraid of my brothers, which are younger than me.
Mm,
Like they are like my youngest brother, which is going into the kindergarten, already has the bad things, like like the bad habits, like just he's old enough to like to stop them, but he already has all those bad habits. And each time when someone like someone says you do something wrong, he starts crying. And what do you think what the blue pill stepfather does when someone says to his child that like the brother says like to his son that your brother was wrong, and he can't do it. Like, what do you think? Like, what my blue pill stepfather did, and probably does.
Gets very emotional.
Well, he gets emotional in an angry way. Like,
Yeah,
let's say
that's
like
what
that.
I mean.
Yeah, yeah. Like no, you were all wrong. Like he's still young and he can do all of the things that you want, and you are young and you are older, so you have to comprehend them, and he can do everything what he wants. And now and now I see that it is like, I don't know how to tell this actually. Like, when you let the seed grow, there's this one moment when the plant can be killed. Like the bad plant can be killed, but once it is like long enough, you can't cut the tree. Like, it's sadly it's not possible. It has already spread around everywhere, and it's just so deep in the ground you just can't stop it. And that's what I'm actually afraid that, okay, for a girl to be like you say whole, well, it is actually like her actually like her decision. But for a boy to be a blue pill and everything like that, but so blue pill that he can't be changed, of course, if that would be my friend, I would like be sad too. If that would be a random man, I would be like, okay, actually like sad for him, but I don't care. But when it's someone so close to you, it just it's just like, well, I have to do something about it. Well, I won't return to home, but now using legal things which I can use, which is like child support and everything like that, to show them how my mom was abused and everything like that, to get their attention, to see what's like, just to like how the police and FBI does, like they just sit in a van and just with binoculars just watch what you're doing and everything like that. So
Mhm.
they watch and actually see what is going on in the house.
It
Like,
sounds like your stepdad is allowing um, his son to basically be not responsible for a lot of things at an
yeah.
early age, and it's almost like he's doing that because maybe your stepdad, he doesn't want to take responsibility for a lot of the decisions and choices he's
Oh,
made
yeah.
in the past. So he's just never been taught, he's just never learned. And I'm sure that's frustrating because you're a red pill and you're in that house and you can see it and you're just like, come on, like I'm young, I'm 17 years old and you're how old, like 40 something years old, and you don't get it. Come on, man, you've already been married like once and you're still just haven't learned. So that used to cause me a little bit of red pill rage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like the sad thing is that he was raised in a single motherhood too. But of course, his mother was great. He was the oldest guy in the house, and like he actually like did what the oldest guy has to do. Like, all the like old style, which I would love. Like, it would return to its like stages where it's like just like woman like listens to a guy and guy listens to a woman, like, like both of them work in a harmony. Like, yeah, okay, and everything like that. Woman has like or her own wishes. Boy real like makes those wishes real, and the girl knows the boy's wishes, so he makes the boy's wishes real. But of course, that sadly ain't going to happen. The chain reaction has been started, and it's just going to, well, and at one moment, either it would be like the humanity is just only red pill guys on the Mars, like 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 they just have enough money to go with Elon Musk and just go to Mars, or the humanity is going to be like, oh yeah, we have fucked up, and there's enough red pill women that who are aware, and they're like, okay, you know what, it is time to teach more younger girls like how actually things are going, not like how the society and all the TikTok and anything like that has shown how it's actually should be, but it's just destroying the world.
Yeah, it's how they want you to behave, not how things actually are.
Yeah.
Because they're all
Yeah.
trying to control you. They're trying to control the narrative of how society ends up and plays out. And it just goes really deep down that you can go down that red pill rabbit hole and like try to figure out why they're doing this. And I think they're just trying to destroy families and they're trying to control all of us. That's what I really think.
Yeah. Like, I will actually, well, on this one I could like disagree but agree on the, like there are the specific moments where we're like, yeah, well, that's not true, but at some moments it is true. I would say like 50-50 on this one, because as it has shown, like like I have my grandparents from my dad's side, which actually I am like they are the one couple which actually shows what actually real love means. I will like say that of course they sleep in a different room, but okay, they do say bad things about each other, like like gossip, like not like gossip on others, but like to tell what their other weaknesses is, but like the to each other they just keep it like personal about like they're both. And yeah, and I'm actually, when I ask like why are you saying so many bad things to grandpa, and when I'm asked my grandpa why are you saying so bad things about my grandmother, and he's like, and both of them were the same answer, like like you shouldn't take this too seriously, like we ain't like actually hurting like each other, like, well, yeah, yeah, we are, yeah, we're saying bad things, but they are not meant to be like just like a spear to the heart. They're just like, yeah, we know that, like
Hmm.
it's just like you're pointing out the obvious.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, and I'm actually happy about that at least some kind of relationship worked like that, like where the love is like real. Yeah, well, both of them, well, yeah, they both of them might hate each other, but they still work in harmony, like like both of them are working with each other.
Yeah,
And
the only issue I see with that is I feel like a lot of times just from programming and social like conditions that we've seen growing up, it seems like that having a relationship with like struggle and stress and like pain and suffering, that's almost like they try to make that seem like that's a healthy relationship, that's normal, when that's not, you know.
yeah,
We've
yeah.
been conditioned to think it is over time, so a lot of us like, oh yeah, that's healthy to deal with just someone that we fight and we're verbally abusive to each other, like, but it's really not, that's not healthy. Oh,
Yeah, well, I totally agree on that. But okay, well, I thought that I think that I missed the one, like the, yeah, of course I totally agree on this one. Like it's just relationships shouldn't be like just fighting each other, like just, but they are like, I don't know, like they are, let's say like that, like the old type of love, when you fell in love, like the old one, like when the man is when the man is the owner of the things and everything like that, he's the one who actually controls things. Yeah, well, I do sadly will say that my grandpa from the dad side is a bit blue pill, but he's not stupid. Let's say, well, he sees some things, he doesn't see some things, but I'll be honest. Well, he is happy with his life, and at this moment, I think that I would do more bad if I would like say that, like, okay, grandpa, look, you're letting women go over you, and at his age and how things are like with my grandpa, with my grandpa and with my grandmother, they'd be like, like it would be like just breaking something which has so many chains on it, when it, which actually like works kind of
no,
perfect
I
for each
wouldn't
other.
recommend doing that.
Yeah,
You can't teach an old dog new tricks. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
just let him let yeah. Like if I mean, they've already been together. You just if that's what they're used to, you don't want to break anything up like that.
yeah, yeah, of course, like, and well, but like, yeah, of course I ain't going to do anything, because well, he's happy and I'm happy that he's happy.
Yeah.
But like it's sometimes, like I said, it's just like seeing how he sometimes is being like used. When I have this red pill knowledge, I'm just like sad, and I would just tell him that, hey, like, come on, like, but I know that I can't do this. I just can't.
Yeah.
That it's just like when there was like this one video when the 14-year-old tried to red pill his father, like just share with his red pill content, or the stepfather. Like, yeah, it didn't work out, and the boy was the one who was pointing fingers. You are the bad one.
Mhm.
And the same shit happened to me when I tried to red pill my stepfather, and it ended really bad.
What did you
Like,
share with him?
well, I was just like, like those moments when everything wasn't so deep and shit.
Mm.
I was just like talking a bit about him with life and everything like that, and then at some moments I was just like, hey, like you are the one with you are the one in this house, or even my mom has told me and everyone in the house that you are the one with most of the responsibilities. So you should like stop acting as a child. when
Oh,
when actually like sadly is that when someone is just like, you say that he has done something wrong, and you like just say, hey man, you did something wrong, and you should fix this. But each time when even my mom says that they are your kids and you should actually take responsibility, I am tired of your kids bullshit, which you have taught them. Like, of course, sadly my mom
so
let that.
she checks him in front of you.
um I can't, well, I will be like that. Well, I can't say that she disrespects. She just points out the things which have already led to bad things happening. Like I said, my little sister is obnoxious little child, which I which I wouldn't like to talk if that would be another child. But my stepfather is just like a little child. He just starts yelling around the house when someone points him that you are the wrong one. That in this situation you are the wrong one. He just starts like saying everyone else is the wrong one. Like it was just me. Everyone each time, like my mom and my stepfather, they're like, you are the wrong one. Why this happened? Like you are the one why this happens. and and at one moment I was just like, yeah, I am. And let's just let the things like go like that. It's your life. I'm out of this house. Like, hey, enough.
You were
But
too red
like,
pill for him. He was like, "You're exposing too many truths in this house. I need you to get out. I feel like you're way more mature than I am. Like, get
yeah,
out here." Yeah.
yeah, well, I do. There was this moment when he was like starting to tell that I'm the cop, and the cop in the house, that I was like, hey, actually, like you shouldn't like do that. You should actually like say sorry when you hit someone and everything like that. And well, to my brother and my sister, and they still would be like the obnoxious one who like says no, 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 you know like you kind of know what kind of a child, like what kind of a girl, like my sister is now sadly become. And when she starts crying, it's like you always know that when the door opens, you just know that stepfather walks in, and you are the one who gets all the beating, even if you didn't do anything wrong, even
Yeah, because
even if
you're
you
the
are.
guy.
Yeah.
Right?
and and at one moment my stepfather was so fed up with me who was trying to solve things, like just actually like show like how things should be done. He was just like, hey, stop being a cop. You aren't the cop in this house, like you aren't the cop. And I was just like, you know what, maybe I am. And he just got angry and angry, and I was just like, well, sadly, he starts intimidating, and I was still a little, and I still would be afraid if someone like him like just says like, you know what, one day you are going to have a real bad accident, and I was with you, and I was just like, it still like gets you, but at the same time, that when those words are told, and those words are in this thing recorded, at that moment you are the one who actually can say, you know what, no, like when that all of that happens, yeah, maybe you will manage to do it, but the truth is going to be revealed so fast, because I already, as I was, when I was sad and no one was here to help, I was the only one who like could talk, like I could only talk about the problems and everything like that, and I was never doing it until one moment, of course, like when I was starting to getting the red pill content, and I was doing some things on me, and I was just talking so much with my teachers, and I have actually a great teacher, like she's really a great teacher. She is now like still supporting me. She's still like worried about me, and all of the things, all the like the hat. I will tip a hat, and actually I'll be happy to go and buy her like like month full of food supplies, because like she isn't one of those girls which like grow up to be like, like how well this is, and she has her family on her own, and like, yeah, she's really great woman, and like she was there when I would talk to her, and she and like actually there was this meaning that she actually listens to you, like she actually listens to you, not like my mom who just puts a cigarette in your mouth, just doesn't give a shit, or just says that you are weak. You have to get stronger. You are just a weak ass shit. and yeah, she was actually the one who listened. And 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 I'm at, and at one moment my mom just was got angry when she realized that I was sharing how bad things are in the house. I was actually gone was going so far that many friends know it, many friends parents know it. Like there are actually, I'm surprised at how many, like in the lab, like I mean how many women I know and girls I know, which of course, like sadly the rating of the slot girls are growing higher, but there are still some girls which I know, and women who are the red pill type woman, like the one who respects her man, and then, like everything, like just it is balanced. Let's say it like that. And at one moment, like she just everyone, like even my grandmother, which was a hard hit at the first time, just like all of them were just talking down to me, like, why are you sharing this, why are you sharing this, like family secrets. But now, of course, at that moment I was still like, oh well, family secrets and all that, but I still didn't care. Happily, and I'm happy that I didn't stop sharing like my story, like I'm sharing it right now. That at that moment, when my dad, when I told this to my dad, he was just like, you know what, mom is now realizing that she is now at the same level as you. Like she is actually scared of what you can do. And I will be honest, she actually should be. Like, well, of course, I ain't going overkill, because I have my sadly my brothers and sisters as hostages. Like they are all involved about the money things, and like the child support.
So she uses them as pawns.
Well, yeah, like my grandma even told me that you shouldn't break her family because you her brothers and sisters. I was just like, what are you fucking saying? Like, she destroyed my childhood. I was just in a prison, and now I now had enough. And and the problem is that they're realizing that ain't going to change, because I know my mom too well on that side.
Mhm.
That I just said no. I still have to do this, even if my brothers and sisters get involved in this, which they will, and they will be used against me, like they already were when I was at the social department. And I was just saying, like, like about the money thing, like your grandma said, like they have a lot of debt and everything like that. Yes, they do, but they are stupid with the money. When they have debt, they just buy more things, like more motorcycles and everything like that, and they just have so much debt that they are that when I was living there, that it was just like, okay, what are we going to eat? And if you eat something too much, and you secretly take something out of the fridge, you should like now be scared when you did it, because it's so limited supplies on the food. Like, let's say, no, not it is not really bad, but it's still like, frustrating when you have to think about what you're going to eat. You have to buy the you go to the stores with the cheapest things and everything like that. And at some moments, and there's a bit more money than that. But yeah, it is. But the fact that my stepfather, knowing all of this, that I have debt, he still bought more motorcycles. And I was just like, hey, less. I was just like, you know what, all is good. My sister has fun loving my older sister, like the sister who is oldest from my sisters. Like she loves driving motorcycles. But I was just like, hey, listen, the motorcycles ain't cheap. There are all of the repair things and everything like that. And you are still wasting the money which you should like put into paying more debt off. You're just buying more things which are going to have bigger minuses in the bank account.
Mhm.
And that got him mad too, of course. But I was just like, hey, this is ain't my deal. They are the ones settling in the money. Yeah, I have had talks with about the money, like the child support. When I realized that there was this one, like when you talked about the child support thing, how the men have to pay, and seeing all this into internet, like reading and comparing this to my situation and reading some law, like I went into law things and everything like that. I realized that there's one problem. There isn't the situation where it's told like this the father has to stop paying like the parent which pays the child support. to the parent, which is under the, like, which are with the kid. Let's say like that, under the paper, like they're just basically under the kid. Like, no, they're taking their care of the they're taking care of the kid. um I just found out that I was just like, hey, but I'm not with the mom, and my dad is still paying. Why is he fucking paying? Because I'm not with the mom. The money never gets used where it should be. Like all of the clothing is bought from my grandparents. Like all of the boots, which I actually have found that I like them. All of the clothing, all of the jackets, all of the like all of the computers, all of the setup and everything like else is actually come from my dad and grandparents, and some things from friends even, and nothing from my mom. Like nothing from those of the money which is sent to her. It's not being used. And one day when I was when I was when I was back at home, when I had to, like, at summer when I had to return, but I was already enough red pilled. I just told them, you know what, I'm tired of that you are using the money which my dad sends to me, like the my part, not for my sister part, because I'm now actually like learning that I have to fight for myself. And and uh and you should actually send all the money to me. And yeah, I will pay all the things, like about the water and electricity of the money. And I keep the else, like, as it should be. Like, I will be fair player. I don't have no meanings to play unfair. But they were like, no, how hard it is to live with that money, to find an apartment and everything like that. But I was like, but at this time, I ain't living in an apartment. I'm using electricity as minimal as I can. I don't eat a lot of food, and everything like that. And then it just fucking hit me when I realized that I have no power in this. When they both told that, you know what, you don't have any telling in this money. This is our money, and we are the ones who are control of it. And of course, at the first, like, when you first hear this, you're like, wait, it shouldn't be like that, like. But sadly, when I was talking to the one of the social departments, which can, like, separate the family, they told me that, sadly, the money which is sent by the law, which is has been made, that the money which is sent to the parent, which is the caring parent, in my position, which is none, only my grandmother, they have all the power over the money. Like the kid gets, if like basically by the law the kid should get something, but in my situation, I got nothing. Of course, yeah, there was shelter, there was warmth, and there was food, but all of the other stuff to survive, like, it isn't just like all the simple things. I do have to go to school. I need new clothes and everything like that. I'm wearing this hoodie almost, no, oh no, this is the new hoodie, which is almost a couple of months, but I have this one old hoodie which is still surprisingly holding up, which is a year old, which I bought for myself and I had the money, which when I was working. And yeah, all of that things just hit me hard, that how unfair, like, all of this is, even as me as a child, when I'm starting to fight against it. Like, just going a bit loud, it just still isn't enough. And well, yeah. And the yeah, I realize that how much law is in the woman's right, even no even matter how old are you. Like, even if you are 5 years old, of course, no, of course, for the 5 year old, it would be like just easy, like, just they come take the child and everything is okay. But for me as 17-year-old, they're just like, they're like, rule is that, and the law is that, we can't do anything.
Yep, sperm is cheap. For
Yeah.
real. Yeah, man, they're always gonna side with the woman. We live in it's a gynocentric society right now. So I don't know if it's going to ever. I don't think it'll ever return back to where it is. We just have to make the best of it, and the best use of our time here, and hopefully change our own lives, and hopefully we can impact other people's. But it seems like you got yourself out of a sticky situation, growing up with
Yeah.
all that you went through. Do you have any advice for anyone listening that's maybe going through something similar?
All right. I will start with the first, like, the advice, which actually, like, has to be, like, kept in the mind. no, like there's sadly going to be a lot of hard times. Like myself, I was fighting with well, I had like all these bad thoughts, like world is enough and I want to kill myself. Basically, like when when you open like the sort of Pandora box, and like they open up and every bad thing is, but the one good thing is the hope. And when you open it and there's no hope, you're just like, well, there's no meaning of living. And of course now I am slowly trying to pick up my childhood dreams, and now placing them in the paper. How crazy they sound, like going to Antarctica and taking some selfies with penguins. It might sound crazy, but it's still, I have done a lot of research to find that it is possible. And when these thoughts hit, of course sometimes the sadly you will be lonely, and words won't help you. like like other words will just like be like, like drinking or having sex with another woman. It'll be like just more like pleasure for a little while, but still like the same things, like same thoughts, they just come back if you haven't dealt with them. So basically you just have to remember that you can't give up. You have gone this low. You are here. You have so big a path behind you, and you have the potential to help others with the dark path which you have had to help, like, yeah, like I just said, like to help others which are more hopeless than you were. And I just basically, like, yeah, times will be tough. I have the tough times. I had the tough times. I'm still like trying to get all the things, and when I was just like, like when like the problem is the world keeps on going when you're having bad times and you're fighting with yourself. And yeah, I have something which I have to do in school, like a lot of those unfinished works which are like already past the time and everything like that. But you have to remember one thing which is really important, that you still can't give up. You have to keep on fighting. It's just the world doesn't give a gives the world doesn't gives a fuck about you. If you die, it will be like just another person in the Wikipedia post which has died, and no one would give a shit about you. Of course, someone who is willing to dig deeper in your past and everything like that. But let's be honest, who will do that? Well, you will die, and just world ends for you. Like, just you see nothing. All the things you like, they're gone.
Yep, that's it. You're just another blip on the map.
Yeah, yeah, but you have to remember that actually the life you have given, it is something so worth it. it not any kind of amount of money can, like, just, and not kind of anything, like even paranormal thing can, like, just describe how valuable is your life. You were born, and yeah, lives will be tough. Yeah, you will be some kind of man or woman. Yeah, you might not be liked by many people, like I was the one who was like always in the school bullied. But of course, like saying in the past, I was happy that all of that happened. Like the saying, like how all of this went and where I am now because of all of that.
Mm.
I can say only thanks to all of those people.
And it made you
But
stronger. So
yeah, and
you
it
have
actually,
resilience. You have more
yeah, and
resilience than those that didn't go through those things, and you have a story to tell.
yeah, like, and yeah, like just actually, like remember, like just keep on fighting. Yeah, of course, you might not going to eat well and everything like that. You might sleep even longer even if you don't want to, because I am experiencing this myself. But you and yeah, and you have to fight. And there comes the second problem, which is the advice. You can only fully trust yourself. Like let's be real. When I went to the child support for asking for help, I was when I heard those words which I was afraid to hear. Like let's be like, I will say, like, I didn't felt that feeling a long time. But it's just like, that hopelessness. You're asking for help, and you realize that how lies have gone through someone's head, that they believe that's something. And yeah, and you have to be true to yourself. Stop lying. Just completely stop lying. Be truthful all the time. Of course, and don't be like, um like, there are two types of truths which are hurting people, and the one which is like the truth which you're like, I don't know, giving in amount of, or giving in a way that it doesn't hurt so deep other people's. Yeah, the red pill is going to hurt, but it's still, it's the truth. But it's but it's told as soft as it actually can be. Like if we would have said how things were, and we didn't have any limits how to tell how things were, the red pill would be a thing which would be forced to be reckoned with, because many blue pill guys would be just scared of it. And uh, and the second one, which my dad told me, well, he was telling a joke, but each joke had a deep meaning, and this actually like stuck with me right now. It was just like all the time, like asking help for others, like not everyone which are willing to help you is going to be your friend.
Mm,
And that's the thing which I have
that's
I
deep.
have made wrong bad decisions, anything, like trusting someone too much. They are just here to help you, nothing more, nothing less. No more friend, no friendships, everything like that.
Yep. And a lot of times they're out to get something for themselves in return.
Yeah,
There's always that, like, why is this person being so friendly? Why are they always around me? And it's not just because they want to be friends with you. They want something from you a
there
lot
was
of
something
time.
in return,
Yeah.
just like,
Sure.
yeah. And sometimes, yeah, like repaying, like repaying you that they helped you in a good way, like the good way, like just buying them a beer and talking about times and becoming friends. But there are too many people who are just don't give a shit about you.
Mm,
And uh and the and the one of the most important things which I learned when I was 16 years old, when I started to learn that you sadly have to pull yourself out. Sadly, no one else is going to do it.
mhm.
I had to do it. Of course, there will be some small, like, like pushing forward, but you are the one who is making the final decision. Like, just, if you're saying this is enough, you have to keep on going. You can't stop. Once you break free, yeah, it is going to be a rough ride. Like, I will be honest, this is a rough ride, and life is shit, and it doesn't, and rarely someone gives a care about you. You can't trust your friends, anything like that. But you have to remember, if you are doing this for yourself, and you are truthful to yourself, you can make really good things happen
Yep.
in your life. And 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 at the end, you will see that how many people will point that finger at you and say, look how he's happy. But many of them won't realize how dark past you have.
Mm,
And it's just, I will be honest, like once Elon Musk said, um uh, like yeah, this was my dream. Like, I will like just say like how I remember, but it was really close. Yeah, this was what I was striving for. This was my dream, to make Tesla true and SpaceX. But there was so much pain. And if you want the best advice to start your own business, don't do it. Just don't do it. If you're not ready for the hardships coming, just don't do it, or be really prepared for it. Even if you're prepared for it, there will be still so many situations, so many points where you will fail. But you can't, like, one failure or 100 failures, at when you get one sweet victory after 100 failures, it is the sweetest victory of your life. You are going to remember it, like, just, or like, you remember the failure in a way that, like, it just keeps you moving, it just keeps you going. Like, you remember, yeah, I failed like this, that was a terrible failure, and yeah, I'm disappointed in myself, but I can do better. I i know what I did wrong. I have to analyze it if you haven't done it, but I can't keep on going. Like, there are the life is complicated. The life is really complicated, and trying to pick up the pieces and trying to make reasoning out of something. Then you realize that, hey, there are so many, like, back roads which lead to the next back road, that life isn't simple. It just isn't. It just, even for the animals, it's ain't easy. Like, I will be honest, you have to keep fighting for yourself. Like life is free to play. Let's be honest, free to play. The worst pay to win as it can be for the gamers, but you have to live, and you have to keep on fighting, because, you know it just it. it will be worth it. You will have many scars, but you will be you will become strong enough to be to just like those scars won't mean anything. Like those, yeah, those special scars like mine, which when I was living in when I was leaving all of the knowledge that I gained, yeah, that's a scar, and sometimes it just breaks me still. Like, and like I don't know, it's some moments when you feel a bit sad, it just comes up in your mind and you'll get even more sadder.
Mm.
But yeah, and well, but
Pretty
still,
much.
yeah, yeah, it haunts me in my dreams, everywhere. Like sometimes even nightmares when you have become fearless, you don't care about life. Sometimes even nightmares, you can't imagine how bad it can be.
Mm.
Once I had this nightmare where, like, I won't be honest, that wasn't bad a good dream. I was being tortured, I was being killed like alive, and it didn't care about me. Like, life, I'm going to die, I'm going to die. But then there was this one 10-second dream where I was arguing again with mom, and suddenly she just like snapped, like she started crying, yelling, and like just saying for help, and I was just only talking to her, and she just manipulated when she was falling into the, like, she just like hurting herself, and I didn't have anything to prove that she was doing it herself. And that nightmare, it fucking hit me. I was just like, I was shocked. Nothing, not even the life threatening situations, anything like that, but that when you become all again powerless, when no one is going to believe you, that's the worst thing that happened. That's why always keep this thing in your hand, like to record, and don't be scared. Yeah, I'll be honest, sometimes people who are you recording, they will try to kill this thing, but you still have to then you just basically like step away, like just keep a distance. And if they come closer, you either, if you're ready to fight, you fight, or you call cops.
Yep.
Let's be like just escape for your own good.
Mm.
It is not bad escaping when you know that the only thing which can be good for you is escaping.
Mm.
And okay, as I see, this is going for a while, like a long while, our talk. And the last thing, which I heard from the Battle Bachelor, but I don't know if others have heard it. But like find make, I don't know, I will try to make it, like, just say it, you know um like make it, like, find happiness while you are alone. Like make those happy moments when you are alone, like be happy with yourself. Like, just, you don't need anyone else to be happy. You can be happy with yourself. And that thing, when it hit me, when I realized that how actually I can be happy with myself, it 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 makes your life much easier when the people you have to say goodbye because you see how bad they are. And always saying bye to a good friend, or like human, like people who you have known for a while. It is heartbreaking. But if you remember that you are doing this for your own good, and well, let's say it like that. You ain't greedy. You ain't that type of boy who is like just always pointing fingers. You are genuinely a nice man. Like, you are a nice man or a woman. You're not trying to be one, but you are. Um, you just be true to yourself. Don't be scared. Of course, a lot of times you will be scared, but you have to remember that, just keep those words in mind, that you can't give up. Of course, even those words which I have told myself are being, like, at some moments those words don't work. But then talk to your really closest friend, or talk to other, like talk to someone else which know your backstory, and are like, well, let's say like that, they feel you, like they feel how painful it is for you. Just talk, and like talking actually helps, and talking and sharing problems, it is a good thing. Of course, like too much, you like that, there's this good thing. Yeah, talking about problems, but you have to realize that talking about it too much, it just doesn't make sense. I was the one who was talking about only problems, not making any solutions. I was just making more and more problems, no solutions. And it actually, and and the people who are genuinely trying to help me, they just got bored. They just like told, what, you can only say, you can only talk about bad things. Stop talking about things. It is enough for me.
Mm.
And yeah, sadly, it happens with even the people who said that I will always help you, I will always be there for you. it sadly doesn't work like that.
Mhm.
Each person has its own limit of hearing all of that, and it hits like me when I was talking to that girl, when you have heard enough excuses for not doing that. It's just like, you know what? Hey, I don't care anymore. I told you what to do. I mean, I'm still here for you. If you need my help, I'm here, but no more. Like no more about the same stuff. Come and talk to me when you're starting to do something. Let's say it like that.
Mm.
And yeah, and oh yeah, you will meet a lot of good people in this journey. You will meet a lot of bad people, people who are going to try and manipulate you. Some even new people that you haven't never like thought that human beings exist, which I have experienced already in a short year's term, and I know what word freedom is, and I felt the freedom. And well, life is tough. Yeah, of course it's tough. And saying that each person is having the same thing, and it's just worse. It's just like saying, you know what, like that girl got raped, but still, like, no, let's say it like that. You were raped, but imagine the feeling when the cop says, yeah, all other girls are being raped too. What's special about this situation? Like, imagine if someone told you that, you'll be like, you wouldn't understand how they dare to tell this. Like, yeah. And well, there are, like, as I just realized, I have many, like, the things which I would like to tell people, but they're like just sadly mixed up, like, just because my mind is now trying to like put all the things together, but the one thing is connected with other thing, and it just, and actually, like, this is how life, I have, well, for my personally, I have seen and actually like saw and felt and everything like that. Like, sadly, the past is connected with your future. Of course, there will be people who remember who you were in the past. It still is with me. Like my dad still remembers how I was the child who was crying about the toys when they didn't bought me, and like that. But I have changed. Of course, yeah, the past is here, and yeah, I do, and you have to address the past, and you, like I said, you have to be truthful to yourself. Yeah, you did bad things in the past, but you have to prove that you have changed, but not with the words only, with the things which you actually, like, you can show and you have proof. Like, let's say that you have material proof, or like the things you have done, you have proof to show that you have actually changed.
Mm.
You have grown up, or I don't care what it is. And yeah, well, there will be a lot of things which I will like share, but at this moment, I mean, I have told the main things which have kept me going, like, which I have realized as a teenager in the really bad state, when I was actually when I was just with the knife in my hand, and like, you are so broken that you think you're all is done, but then something hits you, like, you all the people pass, like, everything starts passing by, and you're just like you become scared of even of yourself. And well, don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. Like, learn how to help yourself. Of course, not always it's going to work, because when you upgrade your personality, like the good traits, the bad traits sadly upgrade too. They just get stronger, and when you say I am going to do it, there will be even stronger and more, like, things which you can say against it, which are truth. You sadly know that they're truth, and they will break the meaning of the word don't give up. And find really really find good friends. Like, sadly, you have to like set a not like a list, but you need to realize which are really good friends and which are not. You have to realize which, yeah, with which friends you want to be with, and with friends that you don't want to be with. You, like, well, what I would do, I would say to that friend that, okay, sorry man, but at this moment, I don't like about you this. Like, don't be sassy, like, like, just saying, I don't care you as a person, I don't care, like, but genuinely, you know him for a long time, her or him for a long time. You say, like the bad things that you have shown, like, like being a team
Be
player,
upfront
like,
and be real with them.
yeah,
Yeah.
being real, and actually showing them that this thing that you have, it is bad for our friendship. And yeah, if they don't listen, sadly you will need to say bye. Like it is going to be hurtful for a long time, even if it sadly might even not disappear.
Mm.
But that's why you will need to remember that
It's
you
better
you
to cut
can't.
them off before they do any more damage, though.
Yeah, yeah, you have to do it,
Yeah.
because like 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 my story is basically like you just said. I realized that I have gotten so much damage. I have to say myself. I'll be honest, this might sound crazy, but I had something in my head just always telling me, you know what, you just have to keep on going. And one day it just disappeared. Like it 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 kind of did the last push, and it just disappeared.
Mm.
But at that moment, of course, I was. It's just like a really good helper. It just helps with the last thing, and he just disappears. You know. And then I realized this only recently when some months passed. Like that voice friend, or I don't know what that is. I do not believe in God, because God didn't save me. Law didn't save me. I saved myself. But that thing, like proved to your, it was like that. Okay, like, see, I have given this advice. If you want to choose it, you can use it. And if you use it, at the last thing will be like, you have showed to yourself that you can help yourself. You don't need anyone else to hold your hand, even if it's good, even if it's like that. But sadly, at one moment, you will have to like be hold your own hands, let's say it like that, or walk your own path.
Yep, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to.
And
You're
yeah,
responsible for your own happiness and
yeah,
investing in yourself, and not spreading yourself too thin with other people's problems and trying to always save them. You have to be aware that you yourself, you should be taking care of yourself first and foremost. Because if you don't, no one else will. And a lot of
yeah,
times, as men, we don't have an outlet to really talk about these things or do these things, and we're ashamed to do it. But a lot of times it's healthy to look back and reflect and just um, be with ourselves internally, and have ourselves to look out for. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, and you just like just the one more advice. I don't know. I might have more advices coming. Like as I said, like they sadly are connected with each advice. Like there's another advice that connected, because they both work like simultaneously at the same time.
Mm.
Don't be ashamed of the problems that you have, shared them. Like I will be honest, this might sound be like you might think that it's weird that I'm saying this. I'll be honest, yeah, I do have problem with porn. Yeah, I have addiction to it. I am actually struggling to fight it. Like they'll keep like the, like the no fap phase and everything like that. I am still failing, but at the same time, I'm still going to fight. Yeah, I have bad addictions. And and which I have seen, like you just said, many are afraid of to tell them. But the thing is, you are going to accept those things and start fighting with them when you're not afraid of them. Like it is just like it will be like just going in a war. You have to know that like just my grandfather told me when he was in the war. Sadly, yeah, you don't want to have blood on your hands. Sadly, yeah. But the problem is the enemy which you are fighting. Maybe he's thinking about killing you. And this is sadly about who is going to pull the first, who is going to pull the trigger and hit. Maybe the guy who is pointing a gun at you is thinking like, you know what, I will kill him. I will 100% kill him. It is sadly how a world has accepted how killing is. Like there are a lot of problems with, like I said, you sadly can't change them. If you don't have the power and like the followers and everything like that, you can't do anything. But like I said, like, all of this is so complicated then that it cannot be explained in one in even in one week's book. You just can't explain those things, because it just get more like harder to explain those, because there's so many details, and you need actually a lot more people who are experiencing different details, which even you haven't thought about it. Like, yeah, like, uh, just like just like with these advices which I'm giving, like they are so many that, and there could come at some when the right advice is activated. It's just like at the moment you are not thinking about it. When the right time comes, you're just like, when the right, let's say it like that, the right scenario works out, that advice to help the person, it just comes at this point. Sadly, I won't have the best advice for how to live life and everything like that. Just like, well, of course, like be true to yourself, be free, and well, just be true to yourself and don't be scared. Like those are the, I think, the two most things: be true to yourself and don't be scared. Yeah,
It's good.
because
That's great advice. Yeah. Thank you. That was
yeah,
really good advice. I appreciate you taking the time to share it.
yeah.
If you want to, just say goodbye to the channel. And if you want to like drop any of your, if you have social media or anything, you can shout yourself out as well.
Well, I mean, at this moment, I have dropped all of social media. Well,
Okay.
because like
Yeah.
like I have stopped watching the news. Of course, I do know some things happening in America because of the memes, but they are like given in so funny way that I just, and so much, and I just can't laugh at the problems like that. Like there's too many things which are depressing. But well, I mean, I don't use social media, and I would say that many people shouldn't do it. Of course, like, hey, it is good to blog and everything like that, but then keep the same path which you have, like be true to the path which you have chosen to use. That if you're searching to be famous on Instagram, better actually don't do it. You'll get more sadder, and you'll find out you have harder and harder to do things which you like. And because there will be always someone who is saying you are wrong, even if you're not wrong. Yeah. And well, well, right now, yeah, I don't have any social media, any. Well, of course I can shout out my YouTube, which is Big Papa 123. But I mean, I have uploaded only some kind of like some racing stuff and everything like that, but it's nothing like serious. But I think I will start upload on YouTube some gaming stuff, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, like, be all of you who are watching this YouTube and this channel and everything like that, like, just continue watching it. Like, don't stop. Like, because each time it is going to be a new thing. Maybe some things will repeat, but there's always plus thing to that. And yeah, well, be happy, motherfuckers. And well, you know what? Well, I mean, yeah, life is dark place, but you have to realize life is dark, but it's beautiful at the same time.
Hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
it just you know times will be tough, times will be fun. It's just like your American, like those rides with the, I don't know how they are pronounced, but like where you have the big like ups and big downs, where you're
Roller
just
coaster.
yeah, roller coasters. Yeah, yeah. Life is just like roller coaster. If you don't believe it, just watch your past. Just
Yep.
watch your past.
Yep.
Or sadly, if it's been only good things, then prepare for the drop.
Mm.
Prepare for the fucking drop.
Yep. There's big highs and then there's big lows, big valleys, everything like that. But the bigger the valley, the better off, the higher you come out of that
Yeah,
valley and you end
yeah,
up on top. Um,
yeah.
yeah, thank you for sharing your story and thank you for being so transparent and just giving great advice to the guys that are listening. And I appreciate you for coming on. And just make sure you take care of yourself. And it sounds like you're on the right track still, which is
Yeah,
great. So I look forward to hearing more of your progress in the
of
future.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and well, I will be actually, I'm actually happy that I have this first and a once in a lifetime opportunity to talk on the social media like this, like sharing my story to hundreds of people. I have to say really big thanks to you. Like, you made one of my dreams just come true. Like, like sharing all of this and actually helping way more people at the so I don't have to repeat all the stories and everything like that, to relive all the moments, because at some moments it just gets, I want to speed on this, but this is the moment when I could like tell everything, like just simply, like, kind of, like, yeah, like just tell how they are in the simplest manner, because if I would go into detail, this would be become much longer. But yeah, well, hey, I I wish you all the best, all the best in your life, and of course I will be watching all your videos which are upcoming. Of
Great.
course, like your videos are the ones which, like I said, like the key to the word freedom. And I wish everyone good days, yeah, and be safe in these tough times in the world, because bad things are still going to happen. Let's be honest, let's face it, world is falling apart, and it's going to fall apart much harder. But at one moment we are going to be the ones who are going to be survivors, and we can rebuild all of this if our time comes. And so yeah, well, for me it is midnight already. So well, as I have school tomorrow, and I have, well, because of the sad moments, I have a lot of things to do. I wish everyone good luck, and like be really careful in your life, just like you, and thanks, like it's really thanks for you, and yeah, like just like I said, like, well, yeah, like good night, good evening, good morning, who has it.
Yeah, whatever
But
time of day it is.
yeah, whatever time of day it is, like just have a nice evening, have a nice beer. They make all the good moments precious, like just value the best memories and capture them, photograph them, video them, and just just improve yourself, always upgrade, like just each day is an upgrade. Of course the upgrades won't be big, they will be small, but at one moment you will see how big of those small upgrades have come.
Yep.
So yeah, well, thanks my red pill partner in this life. So well, yeah, this was a great opportunity, and I will be happy to share any more details if there is going to be more interesting stuff happening. So
Thank you again. Thank you for joining the show. Thank you for your kind words. I appreciate it, brother. Take it easy, all right?
of course,
All right.
yeah.
Later, bro.
Don't, but
Oh,
all boys who are watching this, don't simp. Never don't simp. Don't simp. Never don't simp. Better pimp.
simping.
Pimp, but don't simp. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. All right. Well, this is the final one. Stay safe, all
Stay
of you.
safe.
Stay safe, and thanks for this opportunity. So
Yep.
GG.
Later. Take it easy.
Later. Yeah.